The remaining video segments examine the social sciences and global climate change. This includes economics, political science, international relations, sociology, and theology. Here we begin with economics, the study of how humans distribute resources. The major points of this segment are: Number 1. Market forces determine how supply and demand influence the distribution of goods or services. Number 2. In a free market, the price of a good or services reflects its value in comparison to others. Competition among vendors promotes reasonable prices and quality. Number 3. Economics of climate change does not operate in a free market. Economic terms such as costs, market forces, and gross domestic product have appeared sporadically in previous video segments, but only in the context of earth science, biology, or engineering. Some of you undoubtedly have been asking, where's the bottom line? And have begun to demand, show me the money. These phrases reflect that economic considerations often take precedence in determining the course of human events. Indeed, the world is ruled by little else, claimed John Maynard Keynes, one of the most influential economists of the 20th century. This segment introduces some fundamental economic concepts and issues of long standing. Thomas Robert Malthus, an 18th century economist, predicted that the human population, if it faithfully obeyed the biblical dictum to be fruitful and multiply, would soon deplete the world's resources. Although such concerns persist to this day, little consensus has developed about the economic policies that are most effective in conserving resources. A witticism attributed to the playwright George Bernard Shaw is that if all the economists in the world were laid end to end, they would not reach a conclusion. Part of the problem is that subtle differences in economic assumptions leads to highly divergent conclusions. This becomes evident in the segments that contrast the analysis of the economists Nordhaus and Stern. Market forces refer to the influence of supply and demand on the distribution of goods or services. Supply is the willingness and ability to provide a good or service. Demand is the desire for a good or service as indicated by the willingness and ability to pay. Belief in market forces has at times reached a religious fervor, yet most economists agree that market forces only poorly describe the allocation of natural resources such as Earth's atmosphere. To appreciate this dichotomy and its role in the economics of global climate change requires familiarity with a few terms and concepts. A market, in an economic parlance, is a common arena where firms or individuals voluntarily exchange goods or services. Markets vary greatly in size and procedures. At one end of the range is a flea market, where hundreds of vendors sell or trade inexpensive goods to thousands of passers-by. At the other end is a Sotheby's auction, in which only a few selected museums or collectors participate. Other markets such as eBay or NASDAQ conduct business over the internet. Each market establishes its own rules of engagement.